Your country has been hit by a plague. Your family on the brink of dying. And you find yourself jobless. What would you do? And how far would you go to save their lives? That's what we're talking about today as we go into The Last Samurai Standing. So sit back, relax, turn it to a left.
Okay, Last Standing Samurai.
Samurai
Standing. What? Okay, so I normally watch a ton of Japanese dramas.
Yeah.
Like I started from all the anime made live action. Some of the first one is Boys Over Flowers, the Japanese version. And then there's also Gokusen, where a princess of the Yakuza becomes a teacher because she wants to be your normal teacher. But she's the teacher of the worst class in the school. Okay, some of these guys some of the kids from that series is in this show.
Oh, really?
Which is really cool to see, and it was just a kind of a fresh air to see all these characters in this film on Netflix. It's always good to see actors that I've been following on the pirated sites back in the day. Because we didn't have Netflix, all right, back in the day. We didn't have this ability to watch these foreign films as easy as it is now.
It was a rough time.
Yeah, we had to buy the bootleg version in Chinatown, all right? So it's and
Things
I have those
had to be
DVDs.
done.
It's behind me. Seeing them come in, like one of the officers in the show, which was funny because I thought he was going to be my favorite character coming in. It was a police officer that got cut in the first part of
Yeah.
I was just like, dude, because so it's played by Yamada Takayuki, and he was in a drama based off of the anime called Crow Zero, or the manga Crow Zero, and he was one of the top fighters of the school. So him being a police officer in a like a post Edo period, or is it post the Meiji, getting into the Meiji era. And him being a police officer / samurai that's able to wield a sword under the law, it was kind of refreshing to see, because normally he was just like kind of like a delinquent, a bad guy. Mm-hmm. So being able to see him in the lighter side of the spectrum, it was really nice to see. However, he barely made it past like the 20-minute mark in the film, or in the series. So
yeah, he wasn't in there for very long.
Nope.
But there were a lot of people who didn't make it very long either.
But I do have a couple of favorites. I'm gonna go with my ultimate favorite, and it was the bowman.
Oh, he was pretty dope.
Kocha Kamui. He has the same last name as Golden Kamui, the anime, which is hilarious. His ability with the bow is what I think I am with bows in any game that offers the bow. I was just like, yo, how he do that? Like, it looked real, like the way that he curves and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It almost was like the movie Wanted with guns, how people were like...
And that's exactly what popped in my head.
Yeah. Like, that was crazy.
Before there were guns.
Yeah.
Before you were bending bullets, you were bending arrows. Yeah. His character was pretty dang dope. I liked his character. And his character was one of those, like, I guess you would think as a samurai they would have some level of honor, which I guess some of them did. But he was like, as long as you travel with a child... or as long as you're protecting the child, I won't come after you, right? Yeah. And it was probably the only reason why at that moment, because Saga really, or is it Saga or Saja? Saga? Yeah. Could Saga beat him in a fight? Probably, but he would have to get real close real quick.
Yeah.
To do so.
Yeah.
And that guy was kind of a master with the bow.
Dude, he was sick with it. I was just like, how is anybody going to, I was just like, he's just letting people, but he had a code. That's why he wasn't just killing everybody. But I'm like, bro could have just done easily just wiped them all out, except until we meet what's his name, Bakotsu, the Bukotsu. He was the final dude that Saga had to get rid of at the end.
Oh, the guy who's been chasing him the whole time.
Yeah. So that guy is literally the only one that could. He probably would have killed the bowman, but he used the coward's way.
Yeah, true.
He used the coward's way. He used innocence.
Yeah. Oh, he used anybody and everyone.
Yeah.
To get to where he needed to get.
Yeah, because he knew how he had to defeat him. He couldn't defeat him with strength alone. He needed psychological warfare.
Well, and he
on his
did,
side.
and he didn't defeat him. Like so, because there was a scene where they flash back to their little fight at the end, and he didn't kill him then either. Right? He just like Saga beat him and then just like left him there because he's like, okay, we're done. Right? That was it. But yeah, no. So he knew he couldn't just win just from fighting him. He had to use dirty tactics. But yeah, his character, I hated his character.
Yeah, he sucked.
I hated his character.
But the actor's awesome.
He did a great job playing him. I was just like, oh. I mean, I understand there always has to be that one antagonist that's like going to be the pain in the butt the whole way through.
Yeah.
And that was him. But it kind of showed you how strong he was because he beat the I can't remember his name, but his title was Protector of the Nobles or something like that.
Oh yeah, one of the first samurai.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh, this guy's gonna be like somebody you're gonna have to worry about. No, he killed him.
Yeah. And so easily too. Well, not so easily. Like
no, they had a little bit of a fight going on, but the choreography, the fight choreographies were really good in this.
They're insane. I didn't know how they're gonna do it.
So good. I really enjoyed it. I thought they did a good job of like not making it super fantastical, like fantasy based. You know, like if you watch what's that Chinese movie? Hidden Dragon.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Thank you. Yes, Crouching Tiger. It's very fantasy, right? Like they're jumping in the air, like they're just zoom, and they're doing, which is awesome, right? In that genre. But this one's like we're trying to keep it realistic.
Yeah.
You know, their fighting was realistic. There wasn't any of that like floating around, no anime gravity going on or anything like that. You know, so I thought that was really cool. I thought this show was phenomenal. I haven't dived deep into the Japanese movie scene, right? I think the last Japanese movie I watched was Glass Heart, and that was phenomenal too. I need to watch more Japanese movies because
you watch Godzilla -1, right?
Oh, that's true. Yeah. That was also really good. They're doing great stuff. But so I don't really know these actors the way that Iz does.
Yes.
But I thought they just were great in general. I thought their characters were really good. If I had to pick a favorite character, which is rare because I'm usually not a main character fan, but I would say Saga was my favorite character. I thought he was just dope. You know, he was really centered. And then also what was the shinobi? What was his name?
Oh, his name was Kyojin.
I liked him too, but I'm not gonna lie to you. Kyojin got me I'm like sus with this homie. I'm like, yo, this guy's got. I thought he was the game master.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
You know, because you're like, you know who Saga is. You're kind of helping him, right? And I'm like, yo, is he just like? So watching this, I was making this joke to Is. Watching this, the only thing that popped in my head was Squid Games. I'm like, oh, this is Squid Game Feudal Japan edition or something like that, right? So I was like, yo, and so in my mind, I thought the shinobi, I forgot his name. Kyojin. I thought he was like the game master, and he was just doing the same thing from Squid Game season 1, where the old man was the game master, and he just wanted to play the game along with everybody else, and he was like picking his favorite character to help kind of get to the end. I'm like, yo, Kyojin, game master right here. But then you find out that it was he was like the leader of the police force or whatever he was.
Yeah, the Kwaji.
Yeah, he was. Yeah. He's the game master, and I'm like, I didn't see this coming.
Yeah, me neither.
You know?
And I'm a big fan of the actor too, Gaku Hamada. He plays normally like very timid characters, and he kind of started off in this show as that kind of character, very quiet, timid, maybe more reserved. I didn't seen him really. I've seen him do like a couple of crazy like lunatic boyfriend kind of roles.
Interesting.
Or maybe not lunatic boyfriend, maybe like just lunatic, that like a loner lunatic, you know. And so he normally played those kind of bubbly characters. The most recent show I watched him in was earlier this year. He played a police officer in like a multiracial part of Japan, and it was almost like the nightlife of it. And he was a police officer in that one too. And so he kind of had that kind of air of him in this film, which is kind of cool that he was more of the law. But in the other film, he was more kind of like aloof about it. He was like, when he's off, he's off. Like he sees crime in front of him and he's off. He's like, oh, I guess it happened, and walks away. You know,
that's crazy.
Yeah, so it's funny show, funny character, and to see him in the more serious and villainous character, it's definitely a nice touch to his acting chops.
I mean, like I said, I don't really know many about like these actors previous roles or anything like that.
I'll bring him up. No worries.
But definitely seeing him being the game master, I didn't see that coming. And so that was a good twist. When I'm like, yo, the Shinobi guy, I know he's got to be
the one.
He's the one. He's playing everything from the inside. You know, he's just trying to get Saga for one reason or another. He has attached himself to Saga and wants Saga to win the thing, or at least get to that point where he's like, because he's thinking Saga is going to be the most entertaining, you know. So, but then you see the part where like the 4 rich Japanese people who are pretty much running Japan at this moment, right, from behind the bankers. They're the 4 bankers, right?
Yes.
And then you see the commander, the police commander, walk in, or commissioner, and I'm just like, what? Yo, I did not expect that. Even after seeing him, I'm just like, is he just like the puppet for the Shinobi guy?
It's possible. It's still possible.
It's still very possible because you see him throughout the show. He's like, I gave you the guy, like I gave you Saga, but you didn't take the chance, you know. And then he went and talked to Saga's brothers. He's like, hey, your brother right now is having some trouble. They're about to fight the old man. Oh,
Gintosai?
Yeah, the guy was crazy. Yeah. But he's like, hey, your brother is about to fight the old guy. You probably should go help him. And I'm sitting there going, what is this guy's angle? He's playing this for a different reason, and I just don't know what it is. And I'm loving every second that I can't figure it out.
Dude, speaking of Gintosai, the guy who plays him, Abe Hiroshi, I call him the Japanese. Abe Hiroshi is his name.
Like Abraham?
Like Abraham, but well, no, I don't know actually. Considering it's spelled ABE.
Interesting.
It could be Abe, but I'm pretty sure it's Abe. But Hiroshi, and I call him the Japanese House, like from the TV show House, because he looks just like him. And so when I saw Gintosai, I was like, oh, his House with long hair. and crazy samurai skills.
Yo, he's so good. His character was dope.
Yeah. And he's also played live action versions of animes or manga, like Dragon Zakura. That's where he goes to a school and says that the school is dumb, and he can get people into the top school of Japan, which is Tokyo University. That's like the best of the best. And he's the main guy. He's the main teacher.
It sounds so good. I need to watch this too. Like
Dragon Zakura. Yeah,
I gotta watch it.
It's on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe I'll.
It's good, but it's old, bro.
Is it?
It's old. Like back when it aired back when we were in college still. So those actors are now in that. Yeah.
I suffered through Boys Over Flowers.
Oh yeah.
I regretted that. I was so mad with that show. I should have watched it. But hopefully this is better.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're getting into so Saga. I mean, your the Kyojin and Kawaji mix up could still be very relevant. They might be working on the same team. Saga, however, I agree with you. He is one of the better characters for MCs in a show like this. Like he's not like Gi-hyun in freaking Squid Games. This dude take care of business.
Yeah, and I think it's also that like he even though he's trying to save his family. Mm-hmm. Right. Well, granted, his daughter already died. His daughter died from.
Super sad. I cried.
What was it? What was it that was plaguing them right now? It wasn't consumption.
I don't think so.
What was the disease that they're
cholera?
Cholera.
Cholera. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what's plaguing them. And I guess the daughter already died from that. So seeing what's her name? What's the Futaba?
Yeah.
Futaba, like seeing her, it kind of reminds him of his daughter, and so he's like, "Yo, I gotta protect this little girl," because you could definitely see that this girl is not a fighter. She's not a samurai. She's not fighting. Not that I don't think there are any female samurais. I could be wrong, but I don't.
Well, there was one in the show. It was Iroha, the other chick that was with them. That was his sister. Yeah.
Yeah, but is she a samurai?
She was raised to be.
I think samurais could only be men.
Oh well, she wasn't a retainer.
From the like the perspective of culture. I'm talking about like.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
She's a fighter, but I think samurais were only men because there was something. If I remember well, like I think they talked about it in Blue Eye Samurai, that a woman touching a sword like defiles the sword. It becomes no longer useful to a man, which is obviously ridiculous. But neither here nor there. But you could definitely see that. I forgot her name again. Futaba.
Futaba.
Like doesn't know. She's like, trying not to die.
She's like literally like, holding it away like she's like cooking something in the kitchen.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Stay back."
This girl's about to get just chopped up to pieces.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? And no, I mean, Saga comes in, protects her, and pretty much saves, like, just sticks with her almost the entire time, right? So, yeah, I just love this character. I thought his character was awesome. That first fighting scene where they all meet up, and he's like, well, if you want to get out of here, you have to have two of the, because so they have to go to different cities or towns, and they have to have so many tags with them to pass on, right? So, and you're like, to get out of here, you have to at least have two.
And it's funny too because they all had artists at each gate. So when they have the tags or whatnot, the guy draws them and be like, okay, these guys are the ones that made it through.
Right.
And I'm all like, that's funny. I was just like, I mean, granted, you only need 7 artists, but I was like, that's a lot of materials in that era. You know what I mean? Like, they don't got lead pencils. You know what I mean? Like, no. they were using whatever charcoal.
They got the 4 biggest banks of Japan at the time backing them, so they got money.
That's true. They got money.
I mean, they were going to win. What was it? Like 100,000 gold pieces or something like that. Like,
100,000 yen.
Yeah, it was like a crazy amount of money, right?
Which
especially
is big
for that
at the
time. Like at that
yeah.
time, you're living 4 lifetimes and not running out of money.
Literally, I think that's what they said in the film too, or the show.
Something like that.
Like, you can live 4 lifetimes in there.
Yeah. So, no. I mean, that first scene, they're all just fighting each other, killing each other, and I'm just like, yo, this is crazy stuff. Yeah, and then you have this little girl just trying not to die because I don't know what was going through her. I mean, granted, you probably don't think, oh, I'm going to go kill people and try to, I don't know what you're thinking when you see the poster of you can win 100,000 yen.
I think that the whole part, dude, so he told me to watch this show.
Yeah.
Okay? And then literally I started it and I was barely 20 minutes in and I was freaking crying my ass out. The daughter passing away. I mean, that part was sad, but what was more sad was the faces that both Saga and his wife Shino made, where she kind of was like stood at like a kind of like she was paused and then she drops. Now, if I've watched enough dramas to know that the drop is a big thing. You know what I mean? Like it's almost like their entire world collapses to show the audience that's what that is. And then you just see Saga just standing like just stoic, but you could just see the pain in his face. This actor, Junichi Okada, awesome actor. He also plays a lot of fighters, a lot of bad guys, and a lot of like, a killer type shows. There's a show called The Fable on Netflix, and he is literally just a stone cold killer. And then he killed so many people that he needed a day off or a vacation. So he goes to a remote place that nobody knows who he is, and he just lives there. And he cannot kill anyone. He can't even so much as slap anyone.
I think you talked about this.
Yeah, he's the main character of that, and his acting chops is fantastic. And I could just see the pain in his eyes and that he couldn't help. I was just like, the helplessness is what really got to me. And I was just like, oh man, this is gonna be good. It's gonna be a good series. Yeah,
no, I thought it was really good. I think there's something about like Japan just has like some really cool history to it. I mean, it has some really bad history too, but that's a whole different story. But like when you think about like the ninjas, right? Ninjas, shinobis, whatever you want to call them, and then you have samurais, and that whole era is just like. Granted, TV has romanticized these things too, and it's kind of crazy. And you think about a samurai. What a cool thing if you were a samurai. Mm-hmm. Granted, the reality is you're trying not to kill, like die in the process of trying to protect, right? Because they were hired armsmen is what they were, like hired guards is what their jobs were, right? And so you think of samurais and you think about how cool it is, and they have this. Well, I mean, if you think about like the Western side, it was the knights and their whole code of chivalry and everything. So samurai had something similar. They had this code that went with them of honor and all this, right? And they're serving their masters to the point where if they feel they've shamed their master, they go to seppuku, right? And they kill themselves right there for their masters. And so here we are, and we're at the end of the samurai era. Samurais have now been banned. You can't really walk around with swords in your arms, right?
Another thing that was sad for me, bro.
Right?
I was so sad because they're basically saying a class of people no longer exists.
That's what I'm getting at. Like
That's freaking sad.
These people who have gone around protecting the nobles and the rich and all these and people in general, right? And now they're looked upon as probably like lesser than the homeless, right? And their whole lives is killing.
Yeah.
They only know how to kill, right? That's what they've been trained for. And now you're like telling them, hey, you got to figure out a different way to live life. Like become a farmer or something, and they're like, I don't know the first thing about farming, right?
Right, and
like,
they don't want to learn anything new. They've worked their lives
because it's in their heads, right?
Right.
Like the honor of I am a samurai, right? And so anything less than is less than, and yeah, and I agree. It's super sad to see this class of people. And their honor has been stripped away from them, and now they are like the guy the
Kawaji.
the protector of the noble or whatever.
Yeah. That was Ukyo.
Ukyo, like he was. They called him.
I was so mad.
Yeah, he's like protecting him and everything, and then they get to that point, and he's like, "Hey, what's up?" He's like, "Oh, by the way, you have no more job.
Yeah,
You can leave my house now."
Yeah. And he's
Your
like,
whole-
he don't know his place. I was like, so you never liked him?
Yeah.
I was just like, that's the case. I was just like, cause he wasn't the only one. That's
The whole family
Yeah.
is protecting
Yeah.
this family, right?
Right.
Like it's a lineage of people that work together. Like they're in
Right.
symbiotic relationships with each other.
Yeah.
And you get to the point, and you're like, well, we don't need you. You can like leave my house and
Yeah.
go do something else. And he, instead of killing him, he almost did. He almost wanted to chop his head off, but he's like, all right, fine. You know,
Yeah.
and he leaves. And you're just kind of left with, yo, that is gotta be like, imagine you work for a company for like your entire life, and then right before you retire, they say, hey, you're actually fired, and you're not getting your pension.
Yeah.
Like that is what that probably feels like.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Right? Yo, that
Because
had
he had
me
a dojo.
boiled.
He had a dojo to protect. Because aside from him being the retainer of that family, he was teaching the young, and then so a lot of the more adult students that stayed with him were gonna do. Hey, me and the guys are gonna commit seppuku. He's like, me and the guys were gonna just go die, essentially, right? And I was just like, that's crazy. I was like, wasn't there like a all out samurai war against each other?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm just like, go at it, guys. That's all you guys know how to do. But then some of them have families, you know, like Saga. He had a family of 4 at one point. You have Ukyo. I don't know if he had his family, but he had the dojo with the young samurais, upcoming samurais, aspiring samurais. And another note too, Ukyo, the actor Tamaki or Hiroshi Tamaki, he played a composer in the anime Nodame Cantabile, the live action. I've watched a lot of J-dramas.
You really have.
Okay.
You really have.
What were you gonna say?
No, you were talking about samurais fighting each other. Yo, that scene where the last, like the battle that traumatized Saga, right?
Oh,
Where
yeah.
That scene where they're all fighting each other, and then the commander, at the time he wasn't commander, he was just commanding the arsenal group.
Yeah.
The artillery group.
Yeah.
And they just open freaking fire on their own allies. And you can see some, we're still down here. You're killing us. And the guy is just like, fire on them. And you can see that the other people are just like, what? Our men are down there. It's like, fire. Yeah. I don't know what his hatred for the samurais was. I still don't understand what it was.
I know what it was, dude. He thought they were unneeded, unnecessary in the future. So
you just killed him?
He killed him, yeah. But
But
you remember, he was also an aspiring samurai at one point. Remember that picture?
Failed?
Of him? He was probably the weaker.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, there was a picture, and he probably never really became a samurai.
Yeah, he wasn't able to, or nobody wanted to hire him. He probably sucked.
And
you know,
I can see that being the deep rooted hatred for samurais. Like, if I can't be one, no one can.
Yeah.
And so you must. But that scene was crazy. I was livid. You were just opening fire. Like they won the battle against the other family, right? The other clan or whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, we have his head. And then, shoo, boom, and just freaking explosions are happening.
Yeah.
And you're just like, yo.
Yeah. And it was like, that was dude, I don't know. He didn't have to do that. They won. It was funny too, because he said fire. But then before that, they're like, oh, it seems we won. And they're like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we get to go home. Like, that's the first thing they thought
And then
of.
he's like, fire.
Yeah. That's crazy that they all fired.
Bro, that scene had me crazy. I hope what's his face's death is slow and painful.
Kawaji's,
Yeah, Kawaji's death. Oh, you know what scene killed me? What so you have the minister, right? The guy with the chops, the
Oh
side
yeah,
chops.
yeah. The head of the police.
No, I thought he was the minister.
Oh, like
Because the head of police is
like the cabinet.
Yeah. Because the head of police is the main bad guy. The police commissioner guy is the main bad guy. The game master he's the commissioner.
I thought the guy with the chops was a higher position.
I think he's prime minister
Oh,
or some.
oh,
He's
I
like
see.
that level, right?
I see. Okay.
But then he had that underling who's like, give me all the stuff and I'll try to decode the cipher. Remember? Mm-hmm. Yo, his death pissed me off, man, because he figures out the cipher and he's like going back to him, and then they stop him because all of the police are pretty much corrupted at this moment, right?
Yeah.
Because they're all under the authority of, except for the one police officer at the beginning who got chopped in half.
Yeah.
Right. But
He worked under the chops guy.
yeah. But the commissioner like just like, hey, we gotta kill this fool, and they do.
Oh, the commissioner Toshimichi.
Yeah.
I know him too because he plays a bad guy in Hachi 1. It is a shogi manga that was made into a live action.
Man, there's so many of them.
There are thousands, I want to say.
Interesting.
As many as there are animes and manga, there's probably just amount as live action.
Is the Last Samurai Standing based on a manga?
I believe it might be, but I'm not sure. It could be actually from a book.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No, so those scenes kind of man, they were heart wrenching for me more than the daughter dying. The daughter dying, I was like, oh, that's sad. That's super sad. But you're firing all these people who had just literally sacrificed their lives for your win, and then you just kill them anyways. Mm-hmm. You're a special kind of evil.
Yeah,
for sure,
for real, absolutely. Also, this is from a novel. It's possible from a manga. It's possible, highly possible. But yeah, no, like I think that that part was actually pretty sad. The part, especially where Saga's going around like, yeah, we did it, guys. We're going home. We won, and the other team or the opposing samurai were like, I guess this is it, and then they shot out, and that's where we see the beginning of Bokotsu, and him and Saga fought, and Saga left him alive.
Yeah,
and then he's all like, so he blames Saga, but he was literally spiraling. Bokotsu was spiraling.
Yeah, that guy lost his mind.
Yeah,
I mean, he didn't have one by the time we got to this point.
Exactly.
He was definitely just full on insane. He just liked killing. That was his thing. He enjoyed killing. That was his character. I did not like his character, but for the reason that his character is who he is, right? I'm just like, this guy's just gonna be that constant thorn, which I'm happy he wasn't, right? Because you only really interacted with him, or Saga only interacted with him twice, right? At the beginning, right when they're leaving the first town, and then at the end when he fights him to the death. Those were the only two times we interacted with him, and I was really worried that he was going to be a constant thorn in Saga's side and just like constantly be showing up and screwing up plans and all this stuff, and then other people that you start liking are going to die because of it. And I was like, man, I'm not looking forward to this character's annoyance, but I'm glad he wasn't. He obviously interacted with Mr. Bowman, and that was a pretty dope fight scene too. I thought that was pretty cool. Really, all the fights in this show were just phenomenal. Did they fight the old man?
Getosai?
Yeah. Did they fight him?
They
Or did they kill him? I guess is the question.
They did. They injured him. They cut his back.
Oh yeah. And then they ran off.
And they ran off.
Yeah, because it was the other two, the two brothers
and the sister. Yeah.
Right.
If they had Saga, I was just like
they would have won.
Yeah, I was just Getosai. He can't be the one guy.
By the way, oh my gosh, sorry. I know I'm forgetting. So there were 6 of them, right? Six siblings.
There were 10.
There were 10 of them
At the time, yeah.
when they were younger and they were. Oh.
Yeah, there was So there was the 4 of them, right? The 4 that we know. Then there's the bigger guy.
Yeah.
And then there's the 2 brothers that fought each other.
Oh.
And then I think there was another 2, or it could be more like 8.
It could have been 8.
Yeah.
It could have been 8. But okay, so we know. Well, so the girl, the sister.
Iroha. Yeah.
Yeah, Iroha. She's number 4. She's the 4th strongest of their group. No,
Is she?
she's number. Sorry. I think she might be number 6.
No, she's the weakest. That's what she said.
They numbered themselves. Was she the weakest?
She called herself the weakest to Futaba.
Yeah, but they numbered themselves. Yo,
Oh no. She said she was the weakest, but that didn't let her be not.
I think
she was strong
number
because
6.
of other things too.
I think she might have been number 6. Because then the 2 brothers that we see are number 5 and 4. No, 5 and 3. That tells, and the other brothers are dead. The other two,
yeah,
they died because the
Saga left.
Yeah, well, and what's his name killed him? The old man.
Gintosai. Yeah.
So that tells me that I'm guessing Saga is number 1. That tells me that the big guy is number 2. He's the second strongest guy there, and you only see him for a little bit where he's asking for directions because he got lost. He's like this like goofy guy, and he's like, yeah, do you know where so and so place is? But they're number each other, and I'm like, well, the other 2 are dead. Now, one of them could have been number 2, right? But we're assuming that they're not number 2. So in my head, I'm like, yo, so you got Herb being number 6. Then the other 2 brothers that showed up are 5 and 4, or she might be number 5. I can't remember, but I know that the big guy must be number 2, and that Saga is number 1.
Yeah, the big guy I feel is super strong, but he's very like kind of aloof. He kind of reminds me of Big Cat from Sonic. You know, the very big guy that just fishes and chills.
Yeah,
that's who he reminds me of.
It could be.
But yeah, I don't know who the strongest is because Saga ran away.
Yeah, but he's definitely the strong because they're looking for him. They said if you join us, we can kill Gintosai. Which, by the way, the only reason why Gintosai is going after them is because only one of them could be the dojo, like the head of the dojo, and their master, they killed him.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Gintosai, why are you still going after these guys? Like,
chill, dog. Chill on that.
Who cares? Who? Let them be. Your master is dead now, unless he's doing it for revenge. Then I can understand. But it's kind of interesting to me that Gintosai has been chasing them for 15 years now.
Absolutely.
And he's like, I won't rest until they're all dead, or at least until there's only one.
Right. And like Gintosai sounds a lot like the Botosai. Remember the Botosai?
No.
Batosai? From not Yu Hakusho, what the frick? Rurouni Kenshin.
Oh, yeah.
Batosai.
Yeah.
The or Samurai X. That's why when they said the Gintosai, I was like, Gintosai? You mean like the Batosai? I was like, I know that name. And if you had those names, the Tosai names, you were like a named character in the game.
Tosai?
So there were 4 of them. The Botosai was one.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if Gintosai was one, but the way that he fights makes sense if he was, and he's old.
Yeah. So
like it was the beginning of the Edo period that you get to meet them, and there were 4 of them in Japanese history, if I remember correctly. But I did read it on Wikipedia.
Do you think Tosai means something?
I think it's like a general, like a term for general.
Oh.
Like a free general.
Oh, I see.
Like they were samurai that didn't have a master, I want to say.
Oh, interesting. If you speak Japanese and or read
correct
Japanese,
me.
Let us know if Tosai means anything.
Or send the Reddit if you know it.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah.
The Reddit, you know Reddit?
Oh yeah.
It has everything there. If you ever wonder why like you see a lot of like reposts from TikTok on Instagram or Instagram on TikTok, it's just reposts. However, most things that are reposted all started. Thank you very much.
I don't like reading, so I don't read it.
So my favorite scene in the show was when they were going to go into this like restaurant or whatever, and all of a sudden the entire place was going to scrap them.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome. It was a trap. Yeah, I was just like, oh snap, everybody's going to fight him. And then Saga was the first guy they scuffled with. And they seen how strong he was. Everybody's like, "Yo, I thought they were just regular samurai." I was like, "Regular samurai are powerful." I was just like, "Do you not know the names of the people that are in that vicinity? If Bokotsu was in there, they all would have died. Yeah, even the kid samurai.
You're just lucky that it wasn't him inside of there, and it was them. And they're like, "Yeah, we won't." Right. Did they? The one guy did kill people. The ninjutsu guy killed people.
Yeah.
I don't know if anybody else. I don't think anybody else tried to kill anybody.
Iroha did too. Well, I don't know if she killed him, but she definitely like
maimed them.
Yeah, she threw something and then like hit them. I thought she headshotted one of the guys.
Yeah.
But that was probably my favorite scene because also that gave me I was sus on the ninja guy at that point.
Yeah. No. To the very end, I'm still very sus about him, but I love his character. I enjoy his character.
Yeah, it's
but
good.
I definitely like. I'm like, I'm really hoping you're not gonna stab Saga in the back, right? At the end of all
He
this.
will.
But that's what I feel like he's gonna do too. But like I'm enjoying his character. I thought his character was really cool. You know what other fighting scene was really dope? So I was like, yo, I'm glad. So Saga is going through. He has post traumatic stress disorder,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
PTSD, and obviously because especially after the explosion situation, like he just couldn't pull his sword out. It was freaking him out and everything. But the scene where him and the Futaba are like walking, and then the other samurais are like, we're just gonna take off our stuff, we don't want to be part of this anymore, right? And they rip off their tags, and the guards are sitting up on top of the hill, and they shoot them, and then the guards come down to him, and he just just chops everybody up. That scene was fire, and it's like that was the moment he's just like, you want the old Saga back?
He's like, you want some?
Fair. Well,
here's some.
Yeah. I'll put my trauma on the back burner for now. And just went ham on them. And then the guys are up on the hills like, what should we do? And then the guy's like, go tell the commander what the heck is happening over here. Because he's like, yo, I think at that moment he recognized who he was, and he's like, yo, we're effed. Like us going down there is us gonna die.
Yeah, exactly.
Although he did fight him in the safe.
Oh yeah, the officer.
The officer with a huge scar on his eye.
and it's crazy too because he thought he died, and they were once subordinates.
They were on the same team. Mm-hmm. He was trying to save them when they were getting exploded on.
And I think Bokotsu was also on the same team.
He could have been, yeah.
He could. I was just like, yeah,
but he's just a psycho.
Yeah, he went psycho because he's no longer needed. You know what I mean? He's he like the battlefield was where he could be him.
Yeah.
The most free.
And now you're telling me he can't kill people? Like what the?
Yeah, I was just like, did you see what he did? Yeah. He killed random folks. Like the death toll back in those days were high.
Apparently.
High. You know what I'm saying? Like it was like a normal occurrence, man. And people were still going to work the next day. Insane. Yeah. So that was a dope part. I mean, obviously the really cool part was when they were in the fireworks and they caught fire and they're running. They're like the faces that Bokotsu had was just like, yo, it's hot. Like that, his face looked like he was worried that he was gonna burn. And he was just like, and then like that slow motion part.
Yeah. No, man. Like I said, the fighting scenes in this were phenomenal.
Yeah,
they were really good.
That was really good. Good pick, bro.
Even a broken clock is right twice.
I think so I was kind of surprised. I was caught by surprise that this wasn't just a standalone series, like by itself, like only 6 episodes of this it. But then I should have known it would have been more. And this was just a pilot series. But I did not know there was going to be like a lot more to it because like I was like, there's a lot of stuff that is being covered. But then again, like you still have Futaba's mom, you have Saga's wife and son, you have who else? You have the siblings of Saga's. You have also whatever the kid that's with the ninja guy. Him, you have his story that's not told. You have Kawaji's story that's not told. I was like, I see. That's probably where it is. And I was like, obviously we're gonna get new side characters coming into the next season.
Is there a second season?
There probably will be.
I hope there is.
I mean, they made it out to be like it's like to be continued.
Right. But I guess what I'm saying is like, is it gonna get picked up? No, definitely that it left it off for a second season for sure. I'm hoping it's gonna be picked up. Like Netflix is gonna do a second season, right? Because it was really good. I do agree. I hope there are only 2 seasons to this. To be honest with you, you could really just finish it with 2 seasons, and then because they got really far in the first season. They got really far. Like
they got halfway, I believe, right?
I didn't mean like physically in distance, but like storytelling wise. But yes, I believe they did get halfway through the race. So
I think there might be 3 seasons and a finale.
I really hope not. Like, because if you think about like Squid Games, for example, Squid Games had 3 seasons, even though the second season was broken into 2 seasons. But it was 3 seasons, and it was just kind of like
season 2, or is it season 2 part 2?
Yeah,
the 2.
But I think if you just this show is like it's good, but if you just prolong it too long, I think you'll kill its excitement. So I really hope there's only a second season and it ends in the second season well, right? Whether that's Saga dying or not, we are hopefully, hopefully not.
Yeah.
But that's to be seen. But like having all the different arcs come to a conclusion of some sort. And obviously, what's his face? The Shinobi guy not backstabbing.
Yeah.
I really
Bro.
hope he doesn't.
When Ukyo died by Bokotsu, bro, and he was just holding his head, bruh. I was just like, yo, this show is crazy.
Yeah. I know.
Show is crazy.
I think that was the moment I when I watched that episode. I think that was the moment I sent you the text message.
Oh,
going,
really?
Yeah, I was like, have you seen this yet?
I didn't even know it was out.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, I have been watching some Japanese dramas as of late on Netflix, but they were mostly rom-coms, so I didn't see any of the action stuff. The action stuff was behind the rom-coms in anime. And I'm like, maybe I should switch out a little bit, because sometimes I do slice of life too. Because right now I'm watching Solo Camping for Two. I was telling you that earlier today.
Yeah.
And that's a super slice of life. And find out.
Slice of life.
Yeah, it's good. Some of them are good, like K-On! That's with the girls that start a band in high school.
I want to say I've seen that one, but I could be wrong.
And the girl, Kon, the main girl of the show, she doesn't know how to play guitar, but she learns steadily, and she gets really good. It's a good show. Slice of life, baby. Musician. So my prediction for Futaba, I think her mom's gonna die in the middle of it.
Probably.
And I think who else? Ooh, I think Koaji is gonna get caught, and someone else that we don't know is gonna take over. And when I mean Kawaji gonna be caught, I think he's just gonna be like prevented from like doing the rest of the games. But I don't know, because there's also Eiju, right? Eiju. He was the guy that told the rules to everybody, right?
Yeah. He's the face.
Yeah, he's the face of it, right? Also, by the way, guys, his name is Kazunari Nanomiya, or Ninomiya, and he is from the J-pop band Arashi. Good band. And
I'll take your word on it.
a lot of the guys in that band play in different movies and shows and such. And yeah, I thought you guys should know that, because he was also in an anime one. I forgot the name of the title because it's long. And basically, he was a poor guy but super smart, and then his best friend was super rich but he was dumb. And they were both in the same band together, or Arashi. They were in Arashi together, and I believe it was from an anime or manga. Yep. So that guy. And oh yeah, I forgot to also mention Rino Yoshioka, or Riho. She's the one that plays the wife of Saga Ashino. She is also in another drama where I forgot what the name of it. It's like Preacher Teacher, something like that. Preacher Lesson. And she's like the only one that can talk to like delinquent kids or whatnot. And yeah, she also is an actress from manga and animes, as well as a crush of mine. Yeah, I follow her on Instagram. It's great. She just has regular just pictures of eating and such. It's a wonderful Instagram profile. Yeah. And I think she's also going to die, but I don't think it's very good for Saga's story, because he still got the son, right? And the son don't got nobody. I guess the worst case scenario is if he's stuck with his whole family, and alongside with Futaba and Iroha, or his family is protected by his siblings after they kill Gentosai.
Yeah, I think I'm kind of like in the same realm as you. I think that Futaba's mom is gonna die.
Mm-hmm.
I think
no one's safe.
No, not from cholera. That's for sure. Especially in that time period.
Mm-hmm.
I think I honestly for sure think that Saga's wife is going to die. Maybe even the son. The son, because he's the last one that got sick. Because the mom and the daughter were sick almost at the same time.
Yeah.
So she's been sick for longer.
Mm-hmm.
The son just got sick. So maybe the son could survive. Although I don't know if there's any real medicine that they're giving out to these people with cholera. I think Futaba said that there was medicine, but it was super expensive. But I could be wrong. But if there is no medicine, so either the son is immune to, or has a resistance to it and will just come out of his alive, or he's also going to die. But we're going to be left with Saga and Futaba becoming a family, because they both lose their families, and this entire experience that they're going through has brought them closer together with a father-daughter kind of bond to them, and he lost his daughter already.
Yeah. It's actually more possible that Saga will die and Iroha will take the mother position of Futaba.
I could probably see
Or
that.
sister, maybe.
I could probably see that.
Yeah.
The best case scenario, in my opinion, is his wife and son don't die, but Futaba's mom does die, and she gets adopted into his family.
Yeah,
That's the best
yeah.
case, because he already lost a daughter, and so she's a
Yeah.
daughter that can, without seeming insensitive, kind of like replace the daughter that he lost.
Yeah,
In
absolutely.
whatever sense you want to take that. But that's like the best case scenario. Worst case scenario, both of their families die, and they are left together to become a family of
Yeah.
their own, and maybe even with what's the sister's name? Who is
Iroha.
it? By the way, when we say sisters and brothers, they're actually not siblings. They were all orphans that
Yeah.
were adopted by their master, and so they're
They're disciple brothers. And
they're siblings by adoption, right? They're not actually.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
related.
They're adopted. Yeah.
They're not really related to each other in any way, except for the two brothers that died. I think they might have been actual brothers,
I didn't know
because
that.
I think they were twins. I could be wrong, but I might have just made that up. but everything else before that was true. So yeah, I think the sister maybe joined because she's kind of angry at Saga, because Saga abandoned them when they were going to kill the master, right? Because
Yeah.
they didn't want to kill each other, so the only option they had was to kill their master and kind of free themselves from that assignment, right?
Yeah.
Only one can survive. Oh,
And they definitely, well, Iroha definitely knew that if it wasn't for Saga, she would be alive. She would not be alive.
Yeah.
If he didn't run away.
Yeah.
So I think that, she was saved by him. I don't know why she all like hostile about trying to kill him and stuff like that.
Right.
But it makes sense. And the funniest part, there was a funny scene that I wanted to bring up that I didn't bring up earlier. And it was during Futaba and Saga walking into this new area that was having a little festival. And he's like, go ahead, go play. to her. And literally.
At the end?
Yeah,
The festival at the end?
The festival at the end, yeah. He's like, go ahead, go play. As you would with as a parent to a child. And then she's like, really? She goes and she starts dancing and the whole thing. And I'm like, that's so funny. I was just like, y'all are fighting for your life. And you're just going to, get down and just like boogie. And I'm like, you know what? It makes sense too because of what's going on. You know what I mean?
True.
You don't want to keep yourself locked in that mindset, right?
True. I see that. But actually, talking about that moment, because what went in my head is like, you realize there are people trying to kill you, right?
Yeah.
And you're just going to let her walk into the
Right.
crowd of people. If you can't see her anymore, and one of those other people recognizes her, they're going to kill her. They
Exactly.
want her tag, right?
Exactly.
And now she had, I think, because by this point you have like 12 tags, 15 tags, something like that.
Something like that.
That's how many people they've had to kill now, right? Because you can't move on to the next city unless you have the required amended tag. So they have all these tags, and I'm just like, you realize she's holding on to a bunch of tags on her, right? Like, and you just, go over there, have fun.
Go have fun.
That's crazy to me. That's what went through my head. It's like, but I can understand. I mean, I agree. I understand why you would do that, right? Because it's like you're going through this stress. She's still like a young girl, right? And
Yeah.
so this is a moment to just be a girl and not be worrying about your life.
Yeah, because you don't know how I feel get another moment like this. But it was just so funny. He's like, hey, go ahead, go play.
Yeah. I'm telling you, father-daughter relationship already built.
Yeah, completely, 100%. Because she's like, really? Like, it was more like, you're not going to leave me, right? Kind of really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
More like, it's like, oh, I can? So I thought that was the funniest thing. And it was adorable because, yeah, he was just like, and it would have been funny. She's like, can I get like $5? He's like, do I look like I make it, buddy? No, it would have been funny to have something like that, like a modern kind of fight, but in that time. Could I get a couple chillings, please? Please?
It's a couple
Shillings.
That's hilarious.
No, it was a good show, man. I'm excited to see the next season.
Yeah, me too. I hope it doesn't take forever to come out.
Yeah.
Because the longer you take with something, the quicker, the greater the chance of it dying, right?
Exactly.
So I'm hoping like spring 2026 season 2.
Yep.
Granted, that's probably not
February.
Yeah, not gonna happen because the last time I checked, there was no announcements of a second season just yet.
Would
But
it be in Comic-Con?
but yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. I can't surprisingly can't really say that I hated anything about this show except for
Gentosai.
No, the other one, the crazy guy,
Oh, Bokotsu.
Bokotsu. He was the only thing I hated in this entire show.
Yeah, he was a handful, man.
Yeah, I was just like, oh man, he's that annoying character that you need to kill and you're not killing him. Why are you not killing him? Like, you should have killed him in the first episode. Granted, I think he ran away because he's like, yo, I can't fight this guy. Because at that moment he was still facing his trauma, right? And he's like, I can't pull out my sword.
I think if you got this far, guys, I said earlier that the guy with the super huge sideburns.
The
what's it called?
Man chops.
Man chops. I said that he was in Hachi One, the shogi show. He was not. That was not him.
He's a liar.
It was he was in another show called MIU 404, which came out during 2020.
I want to know how many people out there. How many of you knew he was wrong when he said it the first time, and you were like yelling at the screen saying, you're wrong, you're a fraud, bro."
And they probably ended the video there.
Yeah, like, I'm not gonna watch you if you don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, right. They're like, you're 9 for 10. Hate you.
Get out of here.
Oh, geez. Well,
I'm taking up RAM space on my computer.
I know, right? It's expensive these days, RAM. You know? Nah. Well, that's going to wrap up this episode. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. You can catch all of our videos here on YouTube. Please leave a review as it will help our podcast grow. And don't forget to join our community on Discord. Thanks for hanging out with us. And don't forget, turn into 11.